Here's a quick update. Um, I figured out that the traj section of the INI file in Linux CNC was capping the acceleration to 6 inches per second squared. So no wonder why the following error was only like 0.2 of a tenth. So once I got that figured out and then upped the acceleration to 50 inches per second squared per axis, my peak following error, and this really only happens during acceleration and deacceleration, is a maximum of 0.2 of a thousandth so far, which is I'm still happy with that. And that's like balls to the walls. So you're not going to be machining most of the time at the limit like that. So, but it's been running good. That's 150 inches per minute circle. And the maximum travel on the x-axis, which is 2 inches. So I definitely think this needs pressurized oiling, so this will probably get taken apart and holes drilled and valleys machined so that we can hook that up. So yeah, that's cool. And when this is running, I'm getting about 1/10 of a thousandth following error, because this is a nice circle. If we graph this, alright, so let's get this over here. We're not going to zoom. So this is the z-axis. So you can see the sine wave that the velocity is creating for that axis. And then we have 20 per division, so that's 20, 40, 60, 80. A little over, it's pretty close to 1/10 of a thousandth. So, happy with that. And this is pretty much change in directions, I'm pretty sure. That's what it looks like anyway to me. So, and then the following error here is a little less than that. So, again, pretty happy with that. And let's shut this off so we don't burn it up. And the servos, I mean, I've run this quite a while. Servos are cold. I mean, even though they look pretty small, I think they're probably oversized for this situation. I'd have to look and see what kind of power they are. Maybe I'll put that down in the description. The other thing is the spindle drive is hooked up, and I don't have it actually hooked to Linux CNC, but I can run it through HAL. So I can make it go faster. And don't know what that was. I think the brushes are a little... Oh. And I'm running it backwards, so that's probably part of it. This was... I don't know if they ever ran this backwards. So, yeah, that might be something I need to do. So, and the other thing is... Yeah, that's definitely from running it backwards. These brushed... I think this... I don't know if this was ever run backwards, and it might be set up so that it doesn't run backwards as good as it runs forward, but I'd have to play around with it and see. But yeah, I'll have to change the direction of that. Not a big deal. Actually, I'm going to try to run it both directions, so that's part of the to-do list. The other thing is I need to get a spindle encoder on there, so I'm going to use probably these two timing pulleys that I actually bought because I thought I was going to have to change the one that was on the green machine that was doing the poly boring, but I ended up making that work. So these are going to be here. Probably going to mount this one here and then have some sort of bracket down here to hold the actual spindle encoder. And then hopefully do some poly turning and special shape turning. We'll see. But yeah, so far so good. And the little bit of the grounding that I hooked up so far I haven't had any like a noise related e-stop either. So yeah, so far so good. So maybe next time I'll have a spindle encoder mounted. I still have to do a bunch of rewiring because I want to, you know, I've learned things. This has been a few years since I had actually worked on this, and there's a lot of things where I'm looking at it wondering why I did it the way I did. So I'm probably going to do it more like I did the green machine as far as wiring goes. So, but anyway, we can run this again. I still think that's neat. And I've not had a following error. And I have the following error set to, I think it's the minimum following error is set to 1,000. So I could probably tighten that up a little bit, but for most things, that's fine. So anyway, talk to you guys later.